It's not live, man? Come on.
Yeah, we're streaming to Instagram. Hey, Chris!
What's up, brother?
So I'm here in a gym in County Island, which is actually the happiest city in the whole world. But stay tuned for that, because I'm going to give another episode on the happiest city in the world. And I guess if this is the happiest city in the world, it's probably the happiest gym in the world. And I guess I must be with one of the happiest trainers in the world, because he's he's in this gym now. His name's Chris. And hi.
What's up, brother?
How you doing?
I'm great. How about you?
It's been a while.
Long time.
I mean, you know what I'm here for, don't you?
Exactly.
I contacted Chris last week just to say, look, I'm starting my new year with a bang, and I'm doing this vlog, and I really need to kind of get rid of this beer belly. I contacted Chris last year about this beer belly, which you guys know about, and it's just not going away. I've done loads of training last year. I was really good. But I remembered something you said to me, which was really important, and that was about eating properly. You told me if I was eating kind of this pastry on set, we were doing a film together, that's where we met, and I was eating this pastry at lunchtime, and he said, that belly's never going to go if you keep eating like that.
Yeah.
Of course, it makes sense, you know. I was eating a sugary pastry and probably had a burger later that day as well, and it was a Wednesday or something. But I also know you have cheat days and whatnot.
Of course.
But you saw my first vlog, you know, and I said that I'm going to talk to you about diet, because you are absolute living proof that whatever you do, whatever you're doing for yourself, however you're training and whatever you're eating, is working. And as I've said before, there's so much conflicting information out there about what works, what doesn't work, and you got these kind of chubby guys telling you that this is how it worked for me, and I don't know. I don't often believe all these people, and it seems like people are just trying to get you to come back and watch more videos. They're not finding solutions. So, I guess I'd like to start. You've seen the kind of training I'm doing, haven't you?
Yeah.
It's the high intensity. I'm using the freeletics app.
Plyometrics, boxing. You're combining a little bit of cardio as well as anaerobic. So you're crossing your I's, you're dotting your T's, or vice versa. So the key to any program is taking a step that you want to change something about yourself, and then planning out what you need to do. Essentially, the first step is making a routine, committing to come to the gym and doing something about that situation. The next step is diet. No matter how much you come to the gym or how much you train, if your diet is improper, you just, like a hamster going on a wheel. Which is exactly what's been happening. Yeah, man.
So you've got a good idea. I'm currently training 4 days a week. The workouts range between 20 minutes to 40 minutes, but I'm putting the boxing in.
That's ideal.
Just warm up and warm down as well. So that's roughly what I'm doing. I think 4 is enough because I'm just tired all the time with my child.
Of course.
And also studying Finnish, which is taking the rest of my happiness away.
Mind work, mind training, this Finnish language.
Absolutely, So my brain's getting a good workout and my body's getting a workout, but the results are only showing in my shoulders. And this is a problem. I'm still not getting into those trousers I wanted to get into. I guess it's winter right now, and it was minus 30 degrees yesterday morning, so that's not a bad thing. But
not totally.
To have the extra coating. But so where would you start? Where would it be a good place for me to start thinking?
The best place is for you to make an assessment of your current lifestyle. As you mentioned earlier, there's diets everywhere. There's fads everywhere. There's different ideologies on different diets and what those benefits are. There's 100 of them. Right now, we can just go on Google or YouTube, and there's a million vloggers and bloggers telling you how to eat and how this diet works.
Exactly.
So, in my opinion, those are just band-aids to the problem. The problem is your lifestyle. The problem is what you've been doing up until this point regarding your diet has gotten you to the place where you are and you want to change. So instead of doing these quick fix diets where you're eating all fat all day, or you're taking out carbs, or you just totally becoming a vegan,
which I know are not necessarily healthy for you, are they, in the long run? So.
Not in the long run. The thing is to find something that's going to work for your lifestyle, because the key is to keep up with it. A diet, it's unfathomable to take out all carbs.
Yeah.
Same goes to becoming a vegan when you like steak. It's just not mentally. You're just not going to complete it.
Yeah.
Because you're going to want steak.
Yeah, of course.
So the thing is to analyze your current lifestyle, and the key things that you need to have every single day within your diet, no matter what you do, are these 3 things. You need a lot of water. You need to drink plenty of water.
I'm good on that one,
Yeah?
actually. Yeah, I'm good on that, yeah.
Good man. Greens. If it's greens, if it's green, you gotta eat it. And this is just very simple. Of course, we can get more into detail. But have your water, have your veg, and your protein. Your protein has to match, ideally, 1 gram per pound that you weigh.
Okay, so that is like
That's
a definite
ideal.
fact.
Yeah, that's ideal. That's ideal.
And would that include kind of workout shake?
That includes everything you consume in a day.
Within 24-hour period?
Yep. From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed.
Whether I'm on a training day, is it different?
Training day, of course, you should get more, because what the protein does.
So more, not
definitely
the same
more.
way, yeah.
I mean, you get into the point now. My diet is to the point where it's been the same for 7-8 odd years. I eat canned tuna, unfortunately, brown rice, and broccoli.
Okay.
Every single freaking day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now this is interesting.
Now that's an extreme. Of course, you can get to that point. One of my jobs is dancing for a group here. So
What are they called?
I have to be. Excuse me.
What are they called again?
The Scandinavian Hunks.
Aha, Scandinavian Hunks, everybody.
Yeah. So a portion of my existence is being in good shape. So I have to live my life accordingly.
Yeah.
So
I guess it's the same as a singer. I have to do daily warm-up exercises and make sure that my vocal folds are limber and everything's relaxed around here. That's really important.
Of course.
Which, in fact, I've noticed I have to do more of when I'm doing the gym workouts.
Oh, really?
I get more tension in my body.
Oh,
and I
I
have
know.
to make it more relaxed. Yeah.
I know. Okay.
But sorry.
So with myself, I've taken out the mentality that food is supposed to be good. You're a chef. I know you mentioned that.
I used to be a chef.
Used to be a chef. So that
My
goes.
sins in my past life, I think.
So that goes against everything that your foundation in that particular field goes against. Food is fuel for your body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So with my ideology with eating canned tuna, brown rice, and broccoli, is that it's the perfect mix of protein, carbs, and fats.
Yeah.
So that works for me.
Do you
It
eat-
tastes out of it.
You don't eat that every meal, do you?
I eat that. No, not every meal.
No.
I eat it mainly for lunch and dinner. Now,
So twice a day and
twice a day. Yeah. I literally, you can follow me home. I literally have a cupboard stacked to the ceiling with canned tuna.
Yeah.
No seasoning. I
Big
put
bags of brown
big
rice
bags
and-
brown rice.
And a box of broccoli in the bottom of the fridge.
Yeah.
Fridge full of broccoli.
And during the day, I supplement that with shakes, nuts. For breakfast, I eat porridge every morning with nuts, 2 scoops whey protein, 2 eggs, and 2 egg whites.
Okay.
So the key is to try to have something that you like, and also have it to where you can eat it.
See, I like tuna,
Consistent.
and I prefer brown rice. It's
Yeah,
actually
man.
got some flavour, and I love broccoli. Those are great, but how about... I'm also a big fan of kind of putting sauce on things.
Putting sauce.
Like soy sauce, okay, with the broccoli.
Yeah.
And
Soy sauce is good, man.
Yeah.
Soy sauce is good. I use lemon pepper for seasoning, and sriracha. Everyone loves sriracha.
Yeah. Hey, I've got some of that I've got some of that right here.
Yeah. And also, my diet, I don't like to call it a diet. A diet is really a bad word in my opinion. It's what you're trying to do is change your lifestyle, because you don't want your belly to go away and then 6 months later to be back. So you're trying
I
to
do want my belly to go away. So.
Yeah, exactly. You want it to go away, but you want it to stay away. Yeah. So the thing is to find something that works with you. So with myself, Monday through Friday, I eat clean.
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday, I eat wherever the hell I want. If it's McDonald's, if it's a kebab, if it's a sushi buffet,
Yeah.
I reward myself, because Monday through Friday, I'll be eating brown rice, broccoli, tuna.
So your body doesn't
Twelve.
go, oh, I remember that, and stores everything you take on the Saturday and Sunday.
No, man.
Or is it because you're already in shape?
Yeah, well, it was mainly because I was already in shape,
Right.
Which is the physical part. But the mental part is that you need that break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you've been kicking butt throughout the entire week, forcing yourself to eat these things that you're not necessarily used to eating, those 2 days you reward yourself. And what I found that over years, it's become such a habit that the cheat days, I call them cheat days. The cheat days I just made just have a steak. You know, it's not a cheat day, it's a steak. You know, it's protein. So once you get into habits, you'll see the results come.
Yeah.
And the habits is what every successful person, whether it's actor, musician, doctor, lawyer,
Yeah.
they have successful habits.
Absolutely. You know, I guess, because I do have certain habits that are healthy and that have kind of put me into good positions in other areas of my life. And I guess it's just transferring those skills or that mindset from one thing to another.
Yeah. And also, I want to put a caveat out there that with myself and with some people, you have some people that just have good genetics. Yeah. And that plays a huge part in your transformation. So if you know you don't have the best genetics, you may have to work that much harder within the diet.
What does that mean exactly? Because I've always been kind of one of the say the third or fourth fittest out of 30 people. I'd say that's in a good position. I've always been that way, and I'm 41 now, so I think I'm doing all right for my age.
Yeah, you look great, man.
This is just hanging around.
Yeah, man.
So I think it just needs that extra push, and the diet is the kind of push I need.
The diet is a push.
But
you're putting in the work.
But I've heard this thing about genetics before
man.
as well, and
Of course.
I mean, how do you know if you've got the genetics that need extra work or not? How do you tell?
Well, it's two things. Without being completely brutally honest, it's your parents.
Please be brutal. Okay.
Your parents. For example, my father played basketball. My mother ran track. They're still in pretty good shape.
Okay.
So those are the type of things that some people can eat whatever the hell they want and not gain a pound, and another person can just look at food and they feel the pounds coming on. So genetics. Some people have a higher metabolism. Some people don't. So those things, at 41, you should have an idea of what type of genetics you have.
Okay.
And it's mainly geared around your metabolism. Your metabolism is your body's ability to burn fat.
Yeah.
You have a higher metabolism. Those people that eat whatever the hell they want and they're still, stick thin, have a higher metabolism. But over time, no matter how fast your metabolism is, with men after 30, it starts to decline.
Okay.
So with myself, I've also started to notice, I'm into my 30s, that I had to make some changes, with the way I was eating, the amount I embellished on my cheat days and things of that such. So same with you, man. You have to use the science applied to just human genetics and how our bodies are and who we are.
Is there anything
motivation.
kind of at my age? I mean, that makes complete sense. Is there anything that I can do to kind of help that out? I mean, not only following the strict diet. I mean, simple, clean diet.
Clean diet, yeah.
When you say clean, you mean literally no bread, no pastas, nothing's been processed.
No bread, no pasta.
So it's basically
Nothing's
processed food that's
nothing's
out.
processed.
What else mightn't I think of?
Bread in Finland is pretty,
Yeah.
You've been here for a while.
Rye bread in the freezer.
I've been here for a while, yeah. Bread is everywhere. I don't eat any bread.
But you said you have porridge in the morning.
I have porridge in the morning.
Would muesli be okay?
What I do is I mix my porridge with my muesli. I mix 2 scoops of whey protein.
That's tasty then.
Berries. I make it taste pretty good.
Yeah. That's my thing though. I'm a real flavor freak.
Yeah. You can make porridge taste really well.
Okay.
My favorite combination is double chocolate whey protein, banana, and muesli.
Yeah.
Or if they don't have, I use Cheerios. Just anything like that where you can put into your
So I can eat
porridge.
Cheerios?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Mix it into your
It's really
porridge.
like a total processed.
Yeah,
and
man. But the
chocolate
thing
and
is to
sugar.
not make drastic changes. You know, with all these diets, it's all drastic. You know,
And then it
it's-
doesn't last.
It doesn't last, man, because you can't go
That's
on
been
in
my
life
problem.
without. Yeah. So as I mentioned, you have to analyze your lifestyle, find things that you like, and approach the diet in that way. Not totally cutting off carbs, or totally not drinking anymore, or loving steak and becoming a vegan. Those
So-
are extremes.
Yeah.
You're setting yourself up for failure, ultimately.
So it's just basically simplifying.
It's simplifying.
Simplify your life. I guess if you know what you're eating, you don't have to worry about having to prepare different things and whatnot.
Exactly.
It's simpler. That takes time out of your day.
It does. It does.
It doesn't. I guess you could cook rice once in a day and reheat it again later on. That might do 2 days if you wanted to.
Yeah. See, and it's really good that we're here in Finland,
Yeah.
because I'm from the U.S., you're from the U.K.
That's right.
And, you know, those places are bastions for food. You know, we can go, you know, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut. There's so many fast food restaurants in our culinary.
But actually, I'm from London, and even though London is the worst of the West, it's also the best of the West because it's we're spoiled for choice.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I was vegan for some years.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
And I'm not anymore. I was brought up a meat eater, and I think that despite my me wanting to help the planet as much as possible and promoting vegan food, because I don't think we need to eat meat every meal, you know. I do believe that our systems don't really want that all the time.
Yeah, moderation.
We have to have a bit of a break, but and look after the animals.
Yeah.
But you know, London was great for that, because if you wanted to have something decent, clean, and organic and vegan, you could get it, and it have everything, all the nutrients you needed in it too. You had a choice of restaurants to go to. In Finland, you don't have that.
You don't have that, man.
You might have to kind of wait a week for someone to grow the sprouts you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that helps us with that journey, because
Okay.
we don't have those options. We don't have those temptations.
Yeah.
One other good thing that you can use as well, and I started to use this back in the summer, but I resorted back to tuna, is this pulled oats.
Yeah, the harkis.
They're really good.
Yeah, I've had that. Yeah, it's actually alright.
Really
I use
good.
it for bolognese or chili.
Bolognese.
Yeah, spaghetti bolognese.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works really well. I use it as a mince, basically.
Yeah.
Substitute.
It's good stuff, though.
Actually,
it's really good.
Yeah, it is really good. Yeah, and it's full of protein and
It's full of protein and it tastes amazing.
yeah. Is it pulled oats?
They were pulled oats or harkis or
Harkis, it's like a bean. Yeah.
yeah, it's like but some suppliers refer to them as pulled oats, or
Yeah.
you know, there's different names or different processes that they go.
It is good. You should try that.
Yeah, it's really good stuff.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
So
Cheat days.
yeah, cheat days. Now, I'm really interested in this cheat day things, because after speaking to you in the past, you know, we didn't actually end up doing the training, unfortunately, at the time, much to my regret. But you know, it's what happens. We're here now. And I remember you telling me about the cheat days and how it's really important to just kind of reward yourself with, after the end of a hard week, you keep the simple diet, keep it clean, be stringent about that, and then it's okay. You can let go on a Saturday. But you're saying Saturday and Sunday is cool. You can have the weekend is a cheat.
Yeah, with me, myself, and when I work with my clients, I always manage to stress the point of cheat days.
Yeah.
And my rule of thumb is, if you're kicking your butt, if you're doing what you're supposed to do Monday through Friday, that's Saturday and your Sunday, you can eat whatever you want.
Yeah.
Now, of course, it's in moderation.
Yeah.
Don't go on the Celia Line cruise and eat until you can't eat
Buffet
anymore.
for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah, Celia
That's
Line
not
is
good.
basically a ferry service that takes people from Helsinki to Tallinn and Stockholm and other
Stockholm,
places.
yep.
There's a few ferries. The one I troubadour on, like this, is the Eckerö line, and there's another one called Viking Line, which looks like this.
And they have great food.
They have great food.
Great food. The buffets are
really,
just
and they have lots of food.
epic.
I know the Viking Line gives you like a 2.5 hour or 3 hour period.
yeah.
You pay €30. You can eat and drink whatever you want.
I've eaten myself sick on a few of those.
I've eaten and drank myself sick on those things, and I guess that's why people like it. They get the value, and people value, don't they?
Yeah.
But it's not really good for
It's not.
what I want to achieve. Yeah, but and like I said to you a minute ago, when the camera was off, my cheat day started out as Saturday from hearing your advice in the past, and then I had the Sundays as well because I was out with my wife and we were going to a nice restaurant because we only have so much time together when I'm not studying, she's not working.
Yeah.
And then it turned to Friday till Sunday night. Then it was like Friday till Monday. Then it kind of started slipping in.
Yeah,
so
man.
my habit, maybe because it was I was too much of a shock of the strictness in the week. I mean, I was too strict and I was trying to cut out meat but still get the protein. And maybe I was feeling like I needed to reward myself more often.
Yep.
That's going to be quite common for people, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Is there anything they can do, like on a Wednesday or on a Friday or Thursday night, when they think, I could just there's like a nice sticky toffee pudding for dessert over there, and I could just take it for free, no extra money?
Well, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, you can, see that temptation and take it. But the thing is about establishing habits.
Yeah.
And once those habits are established, then the work that you're putting in, that's just going to supplement the work. You don't want to get into a point where you're putting in a lot of work training and you're slowly getting results, but they're not as drastic as you need them to keep you motivated. That's where people fall off.
Yeah.
Because it has to balance out. So the rule of thumb, I keep it Monday through Friday. You stick to that diet. I stick to mine. And Friday and Saturday, I eat what I want. Now, what that does is that establishes habits. If you think 2 days out of a month, that's 24 days out of a year. There's 340 days that you're eating properly. So if you think about it like that, it's not that big of a deal. And then those habits transfers over month after month. You'll notice yourself not wanting to indulge as much because you're seeing more results. Those results keeps you motivated, and eventually you change. So it's about those habits. Habits. It's about establishing those healthy habits that people, ideally, that are in good shape, follow. And you can't take a shortcut. There's no way. You can't say, these 2 Fridays I've had, this Arnold's, and Chris won't know, or...
Like I'm trying to cheat. Try and keep it for you or my wife, even worse, kind of sneaking a chocolate bar like that.
Exactly.
But it's me that I'm cheating.
It's totally you that you're cheating. So
I guess after all this kind of googling and seeing all these diets and fads and everything that comes up, it's really basic, isn't it? It's just like
basic,
greens. Greens is everything, aren't they?
Greens, high
lean
protein
and
water.
Water, of course, brown rice.
It's so basic, so basic. It's not inventing the wheel. You're not becoming a vegan when you love steak. You're not taking out carbs when you need them. You can't take out carbs. Carbs are energy.
But I guess there's one more thing on this, though.
Yes.
Because and it has concerned me. Maybe is portion size affecting this? For example, of course, we talked about the buffet meal. If you're getting all this food for free, sometimes you overindulge. You take one small plate, but you kind of top it up 5 times, and you've had. I mean, I don't know how quickly your belly stretches or shrinks. Is that a factor in this? Especially because mine is my guts, isn't it? It's my belly. It's visceral fat. It's taken a while to get there, and mostly from beer drinking, I'm sure. But I do notice sometimes that I'll eat until I'm full, as opposed to just eat what's on my plate. Is there a rule about sizes, portions?
Oh, there is, man.
Yeah,
totally. When I'm going through my week, I have it to a science, to a certain degree, but we have life. You have kids. I have a daughter. I have 2 careers I'm trying to juggle. So sometimes, those measurements aren't exact. But what that does is that gives you a blueprint on how or where you should be. And once you're deviating too much from that, then that's when you're not sticking to the plan. And when you're not sticking to the plan, things are off.
So would I base my whole meal around the protein weight? Was it 1 gram per pound?
1 gram, per pound.
So if I work out the amount of protein, what should be the ratio of greens and carbs?
Well, it's according to serving size. Of course, there's 100 grams, 200 grams per setting with the greens and vegetables, but those are an exact science.
Okay.
You're not a bodybuilder. I'm not a bodybuilder.
No.
I don't pre-plan my meals.
You're not a bodybuilder, but you've got a built body.
This guy is always on. But yeah, so we're not measuring our meals. So the key is to have an idea,
Can we get an estimate roughly?
What I have with, for an example, lunch. I have 3 cans of tuna.
Okay.
That's around 50.
Are they the small cans, those, or the bigger ones?
Around the big. No, it's not the cans. It's the actual package. I've upgraded a little bit. The cans taste like you know what. So I have these.
I do know what as well.
These
do you know what?
These flavored packets that I use lemon pepper specifically.
So
and I
it's like
have
a
3 of
cheer
those.
station.
Yeah, and it has the juice inside, so it's flavorful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just protein.
More expensive though.
It's a little bit more expensive, but it's
You
still
got 2
cheaper.
careers, you can afford it.
Of course, man. But it's also cheaper than you know buying the minced meat or buying the chicken.
Preparing everything. That's time as well.
Yeah, the chicken is really not good as far as how it's processed and health benefits and implications. But anyway, I have 3 of those. That's 60 grams of protein, roughly, between 50 and 60. I have the brown rice. I try to get about a quarter of a pot, and a pot is it's hard for metrics.
How about we do it like this? How about we do it in handfuls of food, right? Because everyone's got a hand, and let's say that like your hand proportionate to your belly.
Yeah.
Maybe if I could hold in my hand
2 grams, 2 hands
of rice
per
meal?
dinner. For dinner. For lunch, I try to have a little bit less, maybe 1.5.
Okay, yeah.
And of course, those rice granules expand, so it's a little bit more than what you think. And what I use is I try to get fresh broccoli, but sometimes it's only frozen available.
Yeah.
There is an Aleppo here, and you know, of course, that's not the ideal, but life gets in its way, so I use the frozen. So I try to get about 10 to 20 grams for lunch and a little bit more for dinner. And throughout the day, I supplement my energy with protein shakes, with nuts, with protein bars, with bananas, fresh fruit.
So if you feel like you're a little bit tired or you just have something,
you need that because your blood sugar levels.
Protein bars, I've noticed, are really full of sugar.
They are, but there are ones that are not.
Okay.
There's these ones here. A shameless plug for the gym here.
I'll show you in a second.
They have these barbells. This brand called Barbells.
Okay, yeah, I've seen them. They got a cashew one.
Yeah, man.
Oh, they're banging. Are they sugar-free?
Sugar-free.
Yes!
I don't know what type of witch sorcery that they're using to get that done.
What kind of demon is this? What kind of devilry is this?
But it's good stuff. They taste just as good as Snickers. I kid you not.
Yeah,
so,
I like Snickers.
So there are ways to, you know, supplement that throughout the day. But just always try to remember when you're eating something, just ask yourself, is this good for me?
Yeah.
I mean, is this going to help me or is it not? And depending on how much your motivation level is, those questions will be answered instantly.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I'm going to take that away. I'm going to put this to work. I mean, what's the day today? Today's Wednesday, isn't it?
Today is Wednesday, all day.
Should I be starting this right tomorrow or should I start on Monday? What's the best idea? I'm training tomorrow.
This should have been started yesterday.
Because he's not really telling me anything I didn't deep down know.
Yeah, but
somehow
people,
clarifying it really helps.
Yeah, some people just don't think it's just simple. It's simple. It's very, very simple. Don't eat that. Don't eat, load the butter on your bread.
Don't eat the bread.
Take the bread out. Why do you have to have bread? It just depends on what you want. I'm not telling you to change your life. That's why I believe diets are horrible. I think it's more about lifestyle change.
What I want is to get to the point where, like I said before, that this visceral fat is gone. like most importantly for my own health, because I don't think it's going to get any better for me as I get older, and I've got to that age now where I'm considering my health, and especially having a child, I'm considering my health, man. So that's like number one. Number two, I want to look better in clothes. Simple. Yeah. And you know, I'm a musical artist, I'm an actor, and do you know what? If people see kind of a fairly skinny man with a belly, it just tells a story. It tells a story that guy either drinks or has drunk a lot of beer, because it doesn't say I'm not kind of in proportion everywhere else. It's a beer belly, plain and simple. And I think it makes me look silly. I honestly do. So it's going, Chris. It's fucking going. And I've got the workout plan. For now, at least I've got a 12-week one in place. And now I'm going to do this. I'm going to start tomorrow. Literally on the way home, I'm going to get some tuna. I'll go to the shops in a minute. I've got some brown rice. I think I've got some greens at home. I've got some kale, so I'll start with that.
Kale, really good.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, man. So there you go.
Fry it up with a bit of butter. Just a bit of water and quick flush it.
But you started it, man. You started the process. The first step is to do something about it.
This has been Kristopher Jackson. Are you still training people now, or are you just training yourself?
I'm training myself mostly. I teach this fight club here at this gym occasionally. Fight club is a mixture of plyometrics, body weight training.
You mean you just lock people in the cellar and get them to beat the shit out of each other?
Not Fight Club, my friend. Not like the movie. No. More like with.
Well, that's what everyone listening to that would have thought the same thing.
Everyone's just fighting. Yeah. No, but it's just taking the principles of MMA, putting it in a class, using a lot of body weight, pushing yourself, kicking ass.
So you're taking the classes, or you're?
No, I instruct the class.
Ah, amazing. Here?
Yeah, maybe twice a month.
Okay.
Currently.
Oh, maybe I'll come along to one of those. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we can.
Let us know the dates and if I can work it out. Get along for that.
We'll do, brother.
Hey, Chris, thank you so much, man.
Anytime, my friend.
It's been brilliant. You're gonna have to show me those bars in a second.
Yeah.
Do we need to know anything else? No, I think we've covered it. That's it. That's diet. That's the simplified thing of diet.
Very
Chris,
simple.
Is it going to be too cheeky to ask you to lift up your shirt and see your six-pack? You think I'm amazing? Because those photos I've got from your Facebook aren't that great. He's on the spot now, isn't he? He could say no. He could say no. That's fine. You can say no.
Okay.
Totally alright. This is my own personal collection.
Alright.
Boom! That's what tuna, rice, and greens can do.
Tuna, brown rice.
With a few sit-ups, I guess, as well, thrown in. Well, you've been a good sport, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, brother.
Amazing! And now we can take this vlog. Yeah, we played.
Ebony and Ivory.
Yeah, living together in perfect harmony.
This is the new flavor. This is
hazelnut and nougat.
This is witchcraft.
Oh, my friend. But there's still a lot of 3.5 grams. That's really kind of low, isn't it?
Very low. Well, comparatively, with the taste.
I think I'm gonna go and get my. Why don't you come back and buy some of those?
Yeah. And they're all good. My favorite is the salted caramel.
That sounds nice. I've had some of those before.
Yeah.
So I just came running back in and caught Chris just before he did his workout because I forgot to ask him about the supplements that I'm taking. That's the one I'm taking after a workout. There you go. Is that right? What should we take?
It's good for starters, yeah, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're starting out. So, of course, we can get better. We can tweak. You know, there's just natural foods you can use for
taking that one at night before.
Yeah.
Or maybe even breakfast even, sometimes.
Well, there's a casein, which is one particularly time release for the night that you should look at.
But isn't that the really bad one?
It's not. It's good stuff. Casein.
Isn't that
just
the one
night protein. The technology in it is that it's time release. So it releases over time while you're sleeping.
Okay.
As your body is recovering and generating.
But
of course, you can use whey protein. This I'm not too familiar with, my friend.
Okay, this has got loads of kind of seeds and stuff as well. It's got a head of protein as well, whey protein. And that's the one I'm having pre.
This is good.
Yeah.
This is actually good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
I told you before about the grenade I had in London, which made me all twitchy, you know.
Yeah.
It made me go
good on a different level, but that's really good.
Okay.
That's really good for your workouts. It gives you a good pump, gives you good energy and focus. So keep taking that pre-workout.
So I'm going to keep on the supplements. I'm going to start doing this diet as of tomorrow, and bye-bye.
Bye. Peace.